And a give when he really didn't need to give. There was Joseph. Tackled was Walker, or Hinckley it was. And a free kick will go the way of Carlton here as a result.
Here it is here. I mean, takes the mark, and then he had to put the arms out. He had to sense that Dodder was behind him. It would have just been a certain goal for Carlton, but allowed the opportunity to come through.
So the Blues, Jamison wide. 3 of them there. Ends with the hands of Gibbs. He goes for that's better for Vola. Look at that. He's got the big jukes up there and takes a safe mark.
Well, Gibbs has been the one that's been let off the chain. He's the one with the damaging boot going inside 50 at the present time. And whilst they've taken out a number of the Blues midfielders, in particular Murphy, it has been Gibbs that has set them up.
Now, Jared, he had a kick from this position a few moments ago. He will know that he needs to go a little bit further right than he did last time. Let's see if he's learnt the lesson. And he hasn't. So he's gone left twice. And that one has missed the lock. And the crowd here liking it.
Loving it.
Just a confidence thing with Brendan Favola at the moment. The mechanics of what he does are very good, and he's proven that year after year.
Right there now, that's it.
Thornton. A 19-point lead, Fremantle.
Shammer at the back.
And this is the man. Doing a bit of damage, short ball, De Boer. In the middle sees Headland. He'll have to go back over his mark. He's got some running support. Fremantle look really good when they come through the centre square. The kick to McFarlane once again perfect. And a really good ball there from Duffield.
A lot of their forward entries, Fremantle.
And a 50, so a certain goal here.
No need to give it away, Fremantle Dockers. They just get out of there. They've won the 50 metres, which has made it a certainty for McFarlane, which is a gimme, Jacko, because he's been very nervous in front of goals in recent times.
So you can see the scuffles here. Subin involved in the thick of it. But McFarlane comes in and kicks his first goal.
Another free kick. It's against Carlton. Carlton have got a brain snap here.
They won't get a double, will they?
It's going to be a free kick through the middle of the ground. That's what the umpire showed, unless it's going to be at the goal square.
It'll be where the penalty was posed.
Okay.
The first one was against Austin, boys, and then the second one was against Jamison.
Let's see if we can hear what the umpire's explaining to the players here what's going on. It's going to be another free kick.
Just push him to the ground. So
Fremantle,
there was face contact there.
So the McFarlane goal will count.
Dennis!
And it will be another kick here for the Fremantle Dockers.
15, trainer out!
And another 50. The trainer's gone through the mark. The young lady there just to the left of screen. And this will mean that Ballantyne will kick his first goal in league footy as a result of the trainer. There she is. Oh, just a touch embarrassing, darling. In they come. Ballantyne gets it. 2 in a row for McFarlane. They're rattled, the Blues, here at the moment. Hampson in the middle. Ibbotson. Nice mark, Thornton. There's Murphy. Half-back line for Carlton, and Fisher offers something that is honoured.
Right there.
Brett Ratton would be pretty disappointed with some of the discipline acts at the moment, I would have thought, Jared.
He would be absolutely filthy, and he's going to need some real leadership. They're not out of this by any means, the Blues. In fact, they just need 5 or 10 minutes of very good footy to get back in. There's a little opportunity there, a little grab, and the umpires clearly are going to be right on top of this with these blokes that are being heavily tagged.
Murphy. Now, Favola's one out if he wants to go long, but he elects to go short. Judd wasn't quite ready. Here he goes now. Judd through traffic. Quite brilliant, wasn't it? Opportunity at goal. Houlihan missed. Good pressure from the Dockers.
Ibbotson, closing down speed of Ibbotson, just enabled him to push his kick a little bit wide, but we said they're not out of this, Jared. They're not, but the first thing they've got to readdress is their discipline.
Their disposal skills, Jared, are now starting to get sloppy, Fremantle.
Yep.
That's a throw by Sandilands. And fair enough, too. Good call by the umpire.
There's a minute left here. As you see,
Gibbs, a good user of the ball. This time he had to stop and prop. That wasn't one of his best. And Clark was told by Broughton to let it go on that occasion.
it's a third 50-metre.
And Broughton forward, I think. Another 50. How many 50s is that? 3, I think, in this first quarter against Carlton. Short 52. The umpire getting sick of paying them. But I'm telling you, the disposal skills for Fremantle are really now starting to come undone. Just the Blues haven't capitalised. Maybe this time Judd through traffic again. He took Sandilands on. The ball to the square. Offline. He summed up his ability to be able to evade Sandilands beautifully then, Judd.
Well, I've seen him do that this ground many, many times.
Surprised he didn't use his left.
But not wearing that jumper.
Had a bit of yellow in it.
True.
Ibbotson.
They can't get to the siren quick enough, Fremantle, because you're right, BT, they have fallen right away.
Is that just
in their skills.
Tiredness thing, Gerard?
Well, I think so. We just saw Chris Judd. He was he's the one of the fittest blokes in the game, if not the fittest, and he was super fatigued. Bear in mind, he would have worked probably 3 times as hard as most of the blokes out on the ground getting there.
Sandilands tries to go over the top of Cruiser. A punch forward would have been the go. Free kick here to Fremantle.
Carlton also, I think, would be pretty keen for quarter time, so Brett Ratton could just get out there and just start again. I mean, there's no point yelling and screaming. They've just got
mark will be paid here, Gerard. Right on the siren with a second remaining. The mark will be paid to Kettler Bradley.
It was a good mark. It was a strong mark. He held his ground, didn't get pushed off the line. Well, the sun was in his eyes, but he engaged in the contact, got in front spot. If he had taken the mark, he would have got the free kick.
Well, his reputation is that of a fairly poor kick, but I reckon he's done a fair bit of work on it in recent times, and he's got better, and his first shot at goal early in this quarter was a ripper.
To make it a 34-point Fremantle lead at quarter time. Bradley did not get what he wanted on that. And that was a pretty ordinary kick in the end from Kettler Bradley, but nevertheless, a good quarter of football from the Fremantle Dockers, in which they really dominated, especially on the scoreboard. They're excited about their opportunity here so far. Fremantle 6 goals, 238. Lead the Blues 1 goal, 4-10. Great day at Subi. Back shortly with the second quarter.
Did we get to the bottom of the water carrier, Colby?
Well, she's a trainer, of course, but I think she comes from Perth, so Brett Ratton might have a word to her as well.
She'd be worth an interview, Colby. If you can get hold of her, I'd like to talk to her. You can.
Particularly if she lives in Fremantle.
We would really, really enjoy that. Here's Hill. Subin on the edge of the square. Good kick. McFarlane again. Gerard, how many marks?
I'll give you that in a couple of secs.
He's taken 7. That might even be his 8th. Long ball forward. Sensational grab, Headland.
Well, he took the mark, got back, and they isolated Headland one-on-one in the goal square. Headland kicked 3 goals last week. A welcome return to a little bit of form. Got good goal-kicking ability on that occasion. Just a good wrestle with Thornton, but the pace of that ball coming in.
He was good in the first quarter. He kicks that, and Fremantle get their first of the second. So now, all of a sudden, a 34-point Fremantle lead.
Well, it's a start. Well, it's a start that Fremantle certainly needed, given the good work that they did in the first quarter. 28-point lead. When you're a travelling side, Carlton, obviously the 450-metre penalties, you can't afford to give the home side a start that they have. And Fremantle continue their good work, but they've got to do something about Luke McFarlane, Carlton, very, very soon.
Over the Blues, it's 15th playing 9th. 3 wins for the Dockers, 6 wins for the Blues. They're sitting in 9th position, Carlton. They're desperate to move into the 8th with a win here today. Not looking good at the moment.
Stand up. Thank you.
Fremantle lost their last 6, won 10 of their last 11 over the Blues, so they really fancy their opportunities against Carlton for some reason. Don't know what it is, but 10 of the last 11 games they have beaten Carlton. Now Jordan Russell can run and deliver. Too far out to score, I think. High ball, Fisher, 1 out. Did well to hold the front. Couldn't complete the mark. Broughton did well in the end. Mundy, sharp hands. And Fremantle on the counter-attack again.
Jeez, there's a lack of pressure in their forward line from Carlton. They'll be savage on that. Brett Ratton, that ball came in. Fisher a bit unlucky not to get a free kick, but then it just came out as if the seas parted.
Move on!
The peak. Not much on, just have to kick it down the line. Sandilands in there, and Cruiser outmarked them all.
Go behind it!
Very nearly 50 for knocking the ball away then too. Here's Murphy now. Chris Johnson, former D. Kick wasn't great, but Fisher thought he could